All right, good late Tuesday evening, everybody. David Paul here in the KHOU 11 Weather Center. Another round of heavy rain and thunder is about to move through parts of southeast Texas. Unfortunately, it may be over parts of the area that have already seen 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 inches of rain in the last 2 days. Areas where flash flooding is occurring and looks like it will continue to occur. The entire area of southeast Texas, Crockett to the coast, under a flood watch. That means we have the potential for flooding. Ground is saturated, heavy rain will kick it off where it comes down. And I thought this was interesting. We left up this. So late this afternoon, we thought that overnight we would see 2 to 4 inches of rain in a lot of spots and maybe 5 inches in some spots. And we have certainly seen that and more in places like Brenham to Navasota, where rainfall estimates just this evening have been about 6 inches, and now rain totals are getting up to 12 inches or above. We'll go up there in just a moment. I want to show you Houston, Harris County. So far, running tab, all the bayou monitors along the creeks and streams and bayous in Harris County from Harris County Flood Control are in the green, in the good range. No flooding on any of the bayous here in Harris County. We have not had enough rain. Monitoring that as that may change overnight and tomorrow. Big picture though, for 6, 7 hours, we had a heavy band of rain from Brenham to Navasota to Huntsville this evening. That fizzled for a moment, but now a second impulse is built out of south central Texas, and it looks like it's going to ride up across that same area here in the next several hours. And so flash flooding may become serious tonight into tomorrow morning from Brenham to Navasota to Huntsville, where we already have flash flood warnings in effect, and we'll go over all of those. Notice though also, right in here, the last hour, north part of Harris County, seeing some pretty heavy downpours. There's no lightning here, so rainfall rates are manageable there. Where there's lightning is where we're getting rainfall rates of 2 inches plus per hour, and that can really kick off the flash flooding threat. So here's where we stand on the radar as we head into 11:30, getting close to midnight now. Let's take a tour. Here's the leading edge of another round of heavy rain and thunder. There's Brenham in Washington County, and again, you've had 12, 13 inches of rain here over the past 2 days, and flash flooding is occurring. In these counties, Austin County, Washington County, Grimes County, Walker County, rural roads where they dip down to that little river crossing, those all over the place are going to have high water, very dangerous to drive on the rural roads at night. So again, if you're home and watching this right now, stay off the roads. Northern Austin County, Washington County, Grimes County, Walker County, Polk and San Jacinto County. Houston, again, we're seeing a flare-up of rain. We'll have to watch and see if that becomes a problem. It's not right now, but it will help to make for a wet morning commute. You can see this building from Copperfield to just about Acres Home, out to Bush at Continental Airport to Spring and Roman Forest up here at the 59 and the 99 connection. Flood warnings, there's several of them. All the green boxes are active flash flood warnings that have all been extended into and past midnight. In particular, this one, Grimes County, Navasota. We had a crew up there. We know we've got lots of high water spots on roads in and out of Navasota right now. That extends back into Washington County. In Washington County, you're under a flash flood warning, Brenham included. Industry included in northern Austin County, included in a flash flood warning until after midnight. So again, all the rural roads in here where you're going up and over and down those hills to those low water crossings, very dangerous right now with high water reported in many of those spots. Further northeast, Cold Spring, we know we've got high water spots here reported by Sheriff's Department. Your flash flood warning in effect till 12:15. We'll wait and see if that's allowed to expire. You've had a break from the heavy rain for a while. We'll wait and see where that new batch of rain ends up going. But again, Maynard to Cold Spring to the Livingston area, lots of high water spots in those secondary road low water crossings. Don't drive outside right now in this with no light and the high water spots all over the place. So how is this going to play out? Rain totals over the past 2 days. Really, the bad stuff has been right in here where we're getting all the flash flooding. We've had, 1, 2, 3 inches at best in Harris County. That has not caused the bayous to come up out of their banks. They're all well within their banks for now. But these totals are and they continue to grow, more than 12 inches in and around the Brenham area and the western half of Washington County. 12 to 13 inches has fallen here, getting up toward 8 inches back toward LaGrange. Still 6 to almost 7 inches from Navasota to Huntsville to Trinity, and that fell today. Most of that fell today in the Navasota area. That's why they're having the flash flooding on the low water crossings in Navasota and Grimes County right now. And as we look at the radar update, this is round 2 coming in from the west, coming out of San Antonio, where they also had flash flooding earlier today. So round 1 lifting out here, round 2 building in. Computers had this further south. They thought this would come through the central part of southeast Texas, Houston, Harris County. But for the moment, you can see the trajectory is further to the north. It's right in here where, unfortunately, we've already had all that heavy rain. So I'm very concerned about the flash flooding that will take place tonight into the morning for Washington County, Grimes County, Walker County, San Jacinto and Polk County. Do not get on the roads until you know things have settled down. And again, we're monitoring this overnight and into the morning hours. And of course, we're live on the TV side at 4:30 with a complete update on what's going on out here. And by that time, there may be additional flash flood warnings. A couple other things. You can see a batch of heavy rain developing here, I-10, Winnie to Beaumont. So that's heavy rain. They're under the flood watch. We'll watch and see if that impacts the roads heading to Beaumont in the morning. And then monitoring right in there, that new little batch of rain developing Harris County, Montgomery County, Liberty County, to see if that ends up becoming something we need to pay more attention to. And one other thing, you can see there is a little boundary right in here, and outflow boundaries come out from earlier rain. Sometimes you'll see storms ignite on an outflow boundary like that. So it may be quiet here right now across Harris County, but I think that boundary may be something that ignites storms as we go deeper into the evening and overnight. And then here's that leading edge of this new batch of heavy rain and thunder. When you see the lightning in this atmosphere, it's dumping 2, 3, 4 inches of rain per hour. And again, that's heading right toward Brenham, right where we don't need it right now. So we are concerned and monitoring Brenham, Washington County very, very carefully this evening. Let's take a look at the computer model. So now through to 2 a.m., here comes our heaviest batch of rain, and now this is the rapid refresh for the Mets at home. It trajects that across our northern counties. We get into 7 a.m. and that heavy batch of rain is pushed into Louisiana, but there is still more energy in the atmosphere. We could still see pockets of moderate to even heavy rain going into 7 a.m. So the rush hour looks like a mess. We go into noon, still rainy, but maybe a little bit of a break intensity-wise toward lunchtime on Wednesday. And rain totals as we head through Wednesday and Thursday could continue to add up. We could see an additional 6 to 9 inches of rain in a swath across our northwest counties on top of what's already fallen through tomorrow through to Thursday morning. So that's why we remain concerned about the flood threat and the flash flood threat taking place tonight. I want to show you a little bit more of this computer model run. Let's take this a little further out in time. Okay. So here we go into Wednesday at noon, still scattered showers. Wednesday at 2 p.m., still scattered showers, but maybe a break. You can see the intensity clearly lets up in the models. And then tomorrow evening, there may be another impulse that kicks off a couple of thunderstorms. So again, on the saturated ground, any heavy rain that falls can very quickly cause flash street flooding, and we'll have to monitor the bayous. We get another round of rain Thursday, 4 a.m. That's our last round of rain coming through. After that, it will exit and things will finally begin to dry out. And once again, rain totals additional on top of what we've already had. It's possible we could see 6 to 9 inches in some spots. So that's why we're up monitoring this very, very carefully. Wednesday's forecast, at any one given moment, at 8 o'clock, there's a 70% chance you'll be getting rain where you are. At noon, there's a 70% chance. At 4 o'clock, there's a 70% chance. What that adds up to is it will rain at your place tomorrow. We'll see about a 100% chance for rain as we head through the day tomorrow, rain and storms. And again, maybe a couple of more pockets Thursday night. We get a chance to dry out Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and we will certainly need it. Before we end this update, just want to go back to the radar so we can see where the heaviest rain is and where the greatest concern is right now, and that is flash flooding that is taking place right now across our north and west counties. So we're talking about Brenham, Washington County, northern Austin County, including the industry area. That extends into Grimes County, Navasota, many high water spots being reported right now. That includes Walker County, where more heavy rain is going to come through here in the coming hour or so. It includes San Jacinto County, where Cold Spring high water spots reported earlier. You're getting a little break in the rain up here right now, but we're concerned that may just track right on across and give you more flash flooding. Polk County as well. So those are the counties of greatest concern over the overnight hours. I don't see anything else at the moment that really jumps out at me as a concern except right in here. So if you're up in here in our northwest counties, don't get in your car and drive off to work or school in the morning. Check with us. We're up at 4:30 in the morning. We'll be monitoring the roads, and you want to give this, if it's still raining up there, just stay put. I know that several school districts up in here, Cold Spring, Livingston included, but there are many others, and there's a list of this at KHOU.com. School districts up here are at a minimum delaying the start tomorrow for school by at least a couple of hours, and that may be expanded. So again, KHOU.com is a great clearinghouse of information on what school districts up in here are planning on opening late, and it may be expanded. It would not surprise me if it expanded to not opening at all in some of these areas like Grimes County and Washington County, where the rain totals 6 to 12 to 13 inches over the past 2 days is now adding up. That is where we stand right now. It's a great night to stay safe, stay home, and a great morning to be late and be safe. Stay close to the forecast with us. We will have another live update on the TV side at 4:30 in the morning to 7 and walk you through all the issues and problems that we may be encountering across the area as we go into a very wet Wednesday morning.